What's good, YouTube? We are back in the garage in my seating chair, or my sitting chair. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring you guys in, talk a little bit, chit chat. Got my drink, got my little table, a notepad, so I make some notes. I wouldn't say it's been a lot going on, but it's been busy. I'm still trying to sell the Targa. I'm sitting here looking at the cars now. Still trying to sell the Targa. Got a lot of inquiries. Nothing solid just yet. I'm gonna take it to get a PPI next Friday. People, of course, they love the car. But the one thing I say is that, I think I have it priced very well. It's at $54,000. I think that's a very good price for a G body with the G50 transmission and the mods that's on it. Yes, it needs work, but people are selling, rolling chassis with no engine for like 30. So it's like, it's crazy. So it's a good car, to start out in and grow in and learn and modify. Or if you just want to, have a donor car that you want to do a resto mod, you can do that too. So that's good. But nothing yet. But hopefully soon get this thing sold. I'm sure the shutdown isn't helping people because, I did get a few people that are interested, but they're kind of waiting on that as well. So that's that. Get back in the rhythm of posting. So that's good. Posted a video when I watched the Atlas. Let me know what you guys think of the detailing setup that I have. Definitely going to be posting more of those type of videos with the cars, with the Porsches as they get dirty. Working with using the armor supply detailing, whatever, their products, which is phenomenal. Like, probably the best detailing products I've used as far as like, normally with some brands, it's like they have one or two products that work really well. And then the rest is like, oh, they're okay. But it's like this one, the interior cleaner works great. The tire and wheel cleaner is amazing. Soap is awesome. I do want to try their rinseless. I don't have that yet. The detailer is great. So yeah, so far very happy with that. But that's good. Let's see what else. SEMA's going on right now, and I want to talk about SEMA. Like, I want to go. I haven't been. I want to have a car there. That'd be the goal. Seeing TJ Hunt in his Ferrari that he debuted there, and the wheels and the setup, it was like, man, that shit was so inspiring to me. So now it's like, man, like, how do I, with my own taste and spin, build something that, it's unique for me. It's something that I've always wanted, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. It's like, these builds, these cars, it's not to copy them, but it's to channel the inspiration in a way, for yourself. So you got to know yourself first, and then you got to channel that same energy at your scale to whatever it is you're building. So it kind of got me thinking about, all right, how do I want, at the end of it all, how do I want my garage, the cars that I drive, that, me and my wife enjoy, how do I want those things to look? And I think I knew what that is. Took some time for me to kind of think about it, but I think I got a pretty good idea, and I'm going to work towards that. And of course, I'm going to share the process. I think the first thing is, getting this Targa sold. But then after that, or even as I'm doing that with the 997, I want to get new wheels. I want to do BBS Motorsport wheels. I know a lot of people do them, especially with the GT cars, but as much as I would love a 997 GT3, they're just so, expensive now. So my goal is to take my 997 and not to copy a GT3, like I'm not gonna put a wing on it or nothing like that, but I wanna build it in a way that is similar. So like I wanna obtain the same characteristics, same look without, the price tag. So what that would entail: new wheels, built engine. So I want to go to the 4.1 liter engine, and new suspension. I think those are the three things that I would need. I got BC Racing, but I want to do something a little bit more upscale, quality wise. I mean, BC is good, but for what I'm trying to do, I think I need to do something different. So I'm going to work to, build relationships and get that. New exhaust, build to work to build new relationships to do that as well. And new wheels. So that's going to be the goal for the 997. The 992, me and my wife, we talk about it like, maybe eventually we'll trade that in for a GT3. But, I want to build that out. I want to, create a vision, and I want to see it come together. And I think this color is very unique. I think my style is very unique. So I want to see what that looks like for, all together, So I don't want to trade it in just yet. I want to build it out. I want to, have a look, inspire people with my build, and then, maybe I'll trade it in, but who knows? I might end up enjoying it more than I think, especially if I'm doing what I'm going to do with the 997. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about with that. And then, of course, we want to do another 997. So I'm going to build one, I'm going to find one and modify it for my wife. So my car we're calling it the Bruiser and the Cruiser. So my car is the Bruiser. It's going to be a little bit more rigid, rough, more raw. It's got the roll cage and all that stuff. So, and then hers is going to be more like get in, enjoy, cruise, not as loud, but just, super nice. So we just keep it simple with that one. Nice wheels, suspension, that's it. Maybe half exhaust, maybe like mufflers instead of the full exhaust, and just go from there. So I think that'd be really, really cool to have and enjoy. Maybe we got a bit of lift in the garage, because why not? So it's kind of been it, just working and trying to stay consistent. Even if I'm just doing videos like this, hopefully to kind of, bring you guys some insight, some value, whatever. And it's crazy. I've been reading this book called Goodbye Things. So it's like a minimalist book. And I just sat here and just talked about modifying 3 different cars. And here I'm talking about minimalist. But what I get from it is, kind of like thinning out the things that's not necessary, the things that, for me, like what you might think is necessary for me and what I think is necessary for me is 2 different things, right? So, just kind of like even getting rid of the Targa. Like, it's a great car, it's a dream car, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I felt that I should have. So I'd rather get something that I can enjoy more. I can create a memory with with family more. So I want to do that, right? And then also even just the stuff in my house and my closets and my things, going through those things and kind of getting rid of things that are like redundant, or the memories have passed, or I need to let go of something, I think it's important. So that book is kind of helping me get through that. And then also and when doing that, it frees up headspace, frees up, bandwidth to where, what you think about, what you talk about, it's a lot less, it's a lot more concise, clearer. And yeah, I think that is, the thing about it is, like, I know that cars will not be something that I will be quote unquote minimal with, but I can mod minimal, like build in a way that is more intentional and effective without having to do things like, changing things up like I did, like I'm doing with the 997. Like, I felt like I could have just did that the first go around. But I don't know. Maybe I needed to do this to realize what I really wanted to do, but I don't know. I'm still learning. But either way, check out that book. It's a good book. I'm not gonna live with, 4 forks, 4 spoons, and 4 knives. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But it is helping me kind of get rid of things that's in a way, things that I don't necessarily need, and just kind of makes room for new opportunities, new thoughts, new experiences. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I need to sell my OZ wheels that were on the Targa. I'm gonna sell those, just the rims, no tires, because the tires are through anyway. So I'm gonna get those taken off, and I'm gonna sell the wheels. Probably like $3,000 or something like that. They're in great condition. They're not, they're not scuffed up. They're not, chipped or curved or anything like that. I think that'd be pretty fair for some custom 3-piece wheels for the Porsche. About $3,000. So yeah, I'm gonna put those up for sale, and what else? Get some. Yeah, just keep making content. I need to get out and drive. It's been a while. I went out of town, so I need to get out and drive for sure. And yeah, just keep enjoying the process. Just seeing, watching some of the SEMA highlights and following some of my favorite brands and the brands that I want to work with. It just kind of inspired me to be like, all right, I need to grow. I want to grow to the point where, I can work with these brands, and, I can build a following, a channel to where, it's just a different vibe. It's a different thing. It's just different. I'm in my own lane, so I'm creating a lane as well. And yeah, I just want to do that. And I want to bring those brands that might not be tapped into my lane. I want to bring those into my lane to where that way, maybe they get a different audience, a different fan base, a different, customer base. But, I think it'll be, I was just watching and just imagining myself in those shots or in those, on the floor at SEMA, just sitting there with my car and, got the shirt on or whatever, got, my logo, got their logo, and just collaborating. And I was like, I can do that. I'm gonna do that. But until then, I'm just gonna keep building the way I build and modifying the way I modify. And the thing about it is, they're gonna have to come see me. I'm not gonna go and I'll put my fillers out, but I'm not gonna change who I am to try to bring them to me. I want them to notice me organically. Okay, who is this guy? he's doing this on his own. Like, he has no support, and he got this, and he's doing that, and he's, like, yeah, yep. So come on in, let's work. So that's kind of what I'm doing, that's what I'm going to continue to do. And that's what I encourage you guys to do. Just, lock in on who you are and do what you set out to do, and let people find you as they need to. And, same thing. And maybe I'll find you. So, I think next year I'm going to go to SEMA in some capacity. And I'm going to start that process now. SEMA 2026 coming. I don't know if it's just going to be me and my feet, or if it's going to be me and a Porsche. I don't know. But I'm coming. Feel me? So that's what it is. I'm going to end on that. Keep this thing short, sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just chilling, talking. Tap in, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see more of. Let me know what, if you have any ideas on, whatever, anything. Let's just talk. And then if you're interested in buying a Porsche, definitely let me know. It's for sale still. The time of this video, $54,000. Might go lower. I don't know. But, yeah, just give me your feedback. Let me know what you think about the price. Is it a good price? Whatever. So, that's going to be it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Keep being great. We out. Peace.